This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.
What up, everybody? This is BoyToy coming back at you again with another episode of Stripclub Conversations. And I have the honor of interviewing today. My guest is Mac Mustang.
Hey, girl.
This is about to be a lot of fun. I just want y'all to know. We about to give Mac a chance to tell her story, you know, her way. Tell what this, you know what I'm saying, world right here means to her. Like what the strip club world mean to her, how she get there, why was she there? Certain things people know about her in our city that they think they know, but they really don't know because they haven't heard her side.
They think they know.
And then we got Ghost Rider too. Ghost Rider is always in the building because there's some things that we might skip over that y'all might want to know that Ghost Rider is just messy enough to ask. So, well, with that being said, we're going to get started. Hey, Mac.
Hey, Zoe.
We're going to talk about stuff. We're going to talk about stuff like hair, makeup, because I'm a fan of your makeup. I learned how to do a lot of stuff. I ain't good yet, but I be listening, and I don't want you to watch me do it because you're going to get mad. But I love the way you do makeup. I love the way you do hair. And, like, what made you start dancing? How old?
So I started dancing in high school. So to be for real, when I was in high school, we used to go up to me and my best friend used to go up to the hair salon.
Okay.
And majority of the hairstylists it was a hair salon on Main Street in downtown Lithonia.
Okay.
And I remember a lady named Black Pearl.
Okay.
Used to work there. And we used to always be like, listen, I was skinny. I was maybe 100 pounds, soaking wet. And I remember Black Pearl was so thick, everything. And I used to be like, you know what? I want to be
that's it.
I want to be thick like
that's
that.
That's it for me.
And when I was still maybe like in middle school, my sister started going like to amateur nights and stuff. And I would come home, I would see her dump out a whole boot bag of money just because she'll pay me to babysit her kids.
Never do it.
And I'm like,
where in this money? You knew she was going to the strip club?
Yeah, she was going to Dancers Elite.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, I kind of went through like a phase of like just being real bad, running away, all types of wild shit or whatever. But my mom had breast cancer for 10 years, from when I was 7 till she passed away.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay.
So after she passed away, I was homeless.
Okay.
For a while. And I'm like, well, I got to get some money.
How old is your older sister?
I got two older sisters. Two older sisters. One is 10 years older than me. Okay. The other one is 7 years older than me.
Okay. That's still young.
So, yeah. So I was 17. One was 27. The other one was what? 24, I think, or whatever. But I mean, they was still hurt. They was still sad, handling stuff, you know what I'm saying, their own way. But they really just kind of got the fuck on me.
Okay.
And I was homeless for a while. I was at a friend's house for a little while. I had a car. I would go sleep there for a while. And after a minute, I was like, okay, well, I knew one thing. I had my sister ID. Because I used to use I used to use that ID.
But I got that ID.
You're here in spirit.
Okay. And card.
And I went to Babe's Amateur Night.
Oh, you used it for that.
I went and I went to the projects and I asked the lady in the projects, I told her, listen, I'm 17 and I need an apartment. And I knew after a while I would get my Social Security check.
Okay.
So I'm like, listen, I could pay the little $500 a month or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, she didn't want to do it, but she eventually agreed to do it, and they had a $99 move-in special.
Okay.
I said, I'm gonna go to Babes and get these $99.
Why, babe? Okay. Did you see your sister get money that way?
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, boom. And I had some of her outfits because I used to be sneaking wearing them to the
my niece
swimming
did
pool.
that to me. My niece had my dance outfits on, and I didn't know it.
Where she was at?
She wasn't no damn well. She was in my house.
I was at the swimming
She
pool.
was probably about 14, 15.
I was at the swimming pool with the cute bathing suits with the
Girl,
with the diamonds on.
with my dance outfit on in my bedroom and shit on her phone like this.
See,
and
then,
I got children of my own that never did that.
I was, but it wasn't even like I didn't want to like show it off nowhere. But you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, listen, yeah. To me back then it just looked like a cute bathing suit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
When you don't know no better, it just looked like just stretchy fabric. That's it. And so after my mom passed away, and I went and did the amateur night, I made $93. I used to have a work studies job. I used to teach at a dance school because I used to do ballet, modern, contemporary, all that. So my work studies job was to teach at a after school program for a dance school.
Okay.
And so I got the money up. I got my little apartment. My best friend who had graduated the year before, she snuck back home from college. She like, you going to the strip club making some money? She like, I'm coming home. She was off in Alabama. She was like, I'm coming home. She like, so tell them that you need a 2-bedroom.
So the lady gave you the apartment?
She gave me the apartment.
And you was dancing at Dancer Elite?
No, I ended up going to dance at Wax because I didn't have to get no permit. So I never forget. I went in.
Girl, why my best friend, a house mom at Wax?
Keisha. Look, Keisha.
I taught Keisha how to sew dance. Was she selling dance costumes when you worked there?
Mm-hmm.
I taught her how to sew dance costumes.
Keisha and Black Pearl was our house moms.
Girl, I gotta see this Black Pearl.
What's name? Ask Keisha. Back then, my name was.
She just moved to Houston.
Back then, our names was Angel and Barbie.
Who was Angel? Who was Barbie?
I was Angel. And my best friend.
Wait, so how did you become Mac Mustang?
When Twitter came about, I used to want to be a makeup artist. Okay. So I had this big collection of Mac makeup. I used to buy anything Mac, anything I could get my hands on. Anything I could get my hands on, just Mac.
I know
Mac,
a lot of
Mac,
girls
Mac,
named
Mac.
after perfumes.
And so the Mustang part came about because when I was working at Wax, I met a lady named Stallion.
Okay.
And she was like my auntie. She was like my girl. We was like this.
I know how they go.
So people used to joke around, be like, "Oh, you always be with Stallion. What you is? Mustang, good." Like joking around. And so when Twitter came about, we had to make up a name. You know what I'm saying? Back then, I'm on there like, well, Mac Mustang.
I like it.
And it just stuck. It's done. Look, it done stuck for
I like it.
a long time
it's
now.
It's an original name. You're not gonna run across somebody named Mac Mustang.
Even Mustang, even when I see people name Mustang now, I always think about you had to come across me at some point or whatever, because I never seen nobody call themselves Mustang.
Homage,
you know what I'm saying? I never seen nobody call themselves Mustang.
I hate to see somebody call themselves BoyToy.
Like, because that's not a name that we got from nobody else.
How old I get,
right?
It stings me. You are not me.
You didn't make that up on your own.
I didn't either, but still, you ain't me. Okay,
never.
It made me feel some type of way. Unless she might be super cute, I'd be like, oh, maybe.
But no,
not even. So with makeup and hair and stuff like that, why be a dancer and not pursue hair and makeup? Because you do it so good. So
I was a full-time hairstylist for a while. I started doing hair in middle school. Really,
I can agree to that.
And that was the way I made money
in the hood. That's what we did. We did finger waves and shit, and like during the break or class. I used to braid hair in class. You know what I'm saying? I just anytime I could do 5 braids here in first period, 10 braids here in second period. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get your hair done in a couple days. I ended up braiding my teachers' hair, bus drivers, everybody. Like, well, not knowing that you didn't have your mom like that, it's like, and for me to see you as a mom, how do you correlate the difference? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you bridge that gap?
I had her for a good amount of time. You know what I'm saying? I did, even when she was sick, she was still a full-time mom. You know what I'm saying? Even like when my sister had kids at a young age, if my nephews was out at that T-ball field, my mom out there with her little oxygen tank.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she was gonna show up. She was gonna show up at them games, them cheerleading competitions. I used to be confused because I thought we was poor. You know what I'm saying? And then I might try out for cheerleading or something, and then the coach is like, "Oh, well, your mama paid for everything."
Okay.
And I'm like,
Oh.
she used to save money. You know what I'm saying? She was the person that she chose this lifestyle so that we could have
this
other
lifestyle.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? We may not be able to have them Jordans, so we may not be able to have a nice car. But guess what? When it came time for me to want to do something, she could pay for it. So that's just how it was.
So that's why you as good a mom as you are.
Yeah, and she was a great mom. As shitty as a teenager, I was.
She was a good mom.
She was a good mom, a damn good mom.
Because as a dancer, they look at you like, oh, stripper, your children gonna be this, or you got to be there, or they just look at you a different way, and it ain't necessarily that. So a lot of us are very, very good moms, very overprotective. You know what I'm saying? Stand on business when it comes to our kids.
My daughter, I love it. My daughter, my oldest daughter, she'll tell you straight up, I don't want to do nothing that you be doing.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't want you.
Well, I don't know. I caught mine trying to smoke marijuana. And then I had to beat down. I beat down in my house.
Let me say, she says, I don't know who the parent is. You or me. One of me and my friends, she always tell us, I can't leave y'all alone together for too long because y'all all
signs.
You
and her.
She's an Aquarius. I'm an Aries. And she said, I don't know. I don't think I could leave y'all alone for too long because whenever I leave y'all alone for too long.
My baby Aquarius too.
She say no, February 3rd. She said, y'all always get into a fight with somebody. Y'all, one time we blew the microwave up in the house.
You and her together. Well, that might be your twin flame.
But I love it though because she wants to do. She appreciates the fact that what I do is to provide a lifestyle that I didn't have. You understand what I'm saying? But she understands that I'm putting her in the position that you don't have to do what I have to do.
With that being said, I know I'm way older than you.
Mm-hmm.
How?
How
is she not going to be in a position to have to do what you do just because you're providing for her right now? But wait. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you why I ain't saying that. Because I just got scolded. And somebody asked me, at 45, what do you have for your kids? You have some land for them? You have a trust? If you die today, you got some money to leave them? And it hit low because I have provided such a lifestyle and a standard for my kids that I think I'm doing my job.
Right.
I'm gonna take that back. I know I'm doing my motherfucking big one. Let's be clear.
Because you're doing it while you're here.
Because my daughter 27 years old. I don't own a home. I ain't scared to say it. I born in the motherfucking 70s. I rent this motherfucker. It's $3,500 a month. Suck mine. You feel me? I pay it. I don't give a fuck how it get paid. It's gonna get paid. She don't got to leave here. Because at 18, I had to get out my mama's house. Mama's house. I've been having my own place since I was 17.
And like I just told you, I just had my own place when I was 17.
So I've been doing everything right until a low motherfucker say some shit like that to me. And I'm mad that it was said, but it woke me up. Because see, now what I do is I sell all this shit.
Right.
The sign included.
Right.
And go buy me a little piece of land and buy me a house and build me a house and pay a year what I pay here a month. But then at the same time, I can do that and be successful because what I've been doing so long, exactly what you're doing is I provided a lifestyle and a skill set for them to, because I have a college graduate on staff. Let me pop my shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I provided a lifestyle for my children where if something was to happen to me, they better off. They can think in a different manner from me.
Right.
But if I leave them today, I don't have shit. But since this person said this to me, now I'm gonna go get it. And that is gonna be generational wealth because they already got the mindset So I know you provided the mindset, is what I'm saying. Because you've been through certain things and you raising your children different. I'm gonna give you a little word of advice. What a motherfucker said to me. We gonna stop buying this shit right here or take what these niggas buy for us right here and go sell it. And since y'all talking about what we don't have, buy us a piece of land. Buy us this, that, and the third. So if we do die, we leaving something generational wealth-wise. But see, the person that said it, they might not be leaving that generational wealth-wise because they thinking that money is the bigger picture. We ain't thinking that.
So the thing for me is, number one, I know that I provided a different type of education for my children. You know what I'm saying? Off top, while I'm still here, even after my mom passed away, it was never in my mind. I can't lie to you. I never even filled out a college application. And I was an honor student, graduated with like a 3.75, this and the other. But since I known that where my mom was at, where she was at, you know what I'm saying? I never even took the time out to fill out no college application.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I was like, but I'm like, I need to go to work.
Okay.
I didn't even know.
When you grow up in the hood, that's all you see is work. Even if it's paraphernalia, work. All you see is work.
Let me say, I didn't even know that I had I used to get a disability check in high school. I didn't know because my mom had a Social Security check because she's sick. All of your dependents under 18 get a check. I never known. My mom never told me. She just used to stack the money up and then pay for everything.
But that's smart.
Right. Because she was smart. Yeah. My mom was a fraud liaison at the bank for over 20 years. Yeah. All types of shit or whatever. So the thing about it is I'm trustworthy in the fact that I'm putting the mindset in my kids. Go out. If you want to go to college, go to college. If you want to learn a trade or whatever. And guess what? And if you die today, I'm gonna make sure that life insurance is.
But what if you pass away?
No, if I pass away, okay, I'm gonna make sure that life insurance is paid up, and I'm gonna make sure that it is given to somebody that I know is going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? If it so happens to happen before you're up,
so you don't care what they do with it. You just want them to have it.
I don't care.
Amen. I fucks with
I don't care.
I fucks with it.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to the generational wealth thing, right? I
hate that everybody's so stuck on that. So what did somebody leave you?
What
did somebody leave you? It's other people in the room. What did anybody leave anybody?
Let me say, my mom knew she was, you know what I'm saying, was finna go all these years. After all these years, my mom had life insurance policies. My mom got married 1 year before she passed away. And with her being married 1 year,
I hope you ain't finna say my business.
Because she was married 1 year before she passed away, by the state of Georgia, our life insurance policies went into the hands of her husband. So I'm more focused on making sure.
I didn't want to get married then.
No, let me tell you something. I'm more focused on leaving my children in the hands of people that genuinely love them.
I can see that because you weren't left in that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I'm more focused on them knowing that if I'm gone tomorrow, what if I die, go down the road, go to jail, you know what I'm saying, this and the other. You have people around you that genuinely
I put
love
them in
you.
That position,
and
I know they care about you.
And whether they got my money or not, whether if they got funding behind it or not,
it ain't got nothing to do with me.
You know what I'm saying? That they're still gonna
on their own dime.
Exactly.
Well, for me, it was education because I had the Christian background. I had the getting money already. I was getting money early, braiding hair, living with niggas that sold drugs and this, that, and third. Like, I had that lifestyle. So my thing was, my mama never made me go to school. You feel me? I didn't have to go to school. If I didn't want to go to school, I didn't have to go. If I did go, it's because I heard children walking by that morning and I'm decided I want to get up and go. Right. But so my big thing for me was education. So even if I was out all night long, we done been in Club Miami, bitch, we been at the goddamn room service all night. I'm leaving G and them. I'm leaving all my problems because I got to go make sure so I go to school in the morning. You feel me? It be 6 o'clock in the morning, bitch. I get to the house late. I done hit some fucking mailboxes sleep in the morning. But one thing you ain't gonna say is my children miss no school. My children be sick. You threw up, you took some medicine, school. We there next because I wasn't made to go to school.
And let me tell you, what really got me is after I had my oldest daughter, right? I was so worried. I was like, my kids, they ain't got no grandma. Like, I'm thinking, grandma
your
is
anxiety
grandma.
sitting
But I'm
in.
like, damn, what am I gonna do? So, me and Mel was friends in high school, and Mel mom, she said, tell Nina bring me that baby
Bring
over
them
here.
babies over here.
She said, tell Nina.
That's how I am.
She said I was working at Strokers. She lived right up the street from Strokers. She said, tell Nina bring me that baby over here.
I'm like that.
So I would go drop the baby off, or they would come pick the baby up. Then when I get off work 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning, I'll call her drunk. I'm finna come
You ain't coming
pick
to
the
get
baby
this
up. She like, oh no, you not. She said, oh no, you not.
You ain't coming to get this baby.
And when I was 19, 20 years old, I can't even lie. Some days that one day would turn into 2
a
days.
week, bitch.
And that 2 days might turn into a whole week of her saying, oh no, you not. Oh no, you not. Oh no, you not. You know what I'm saying? But she know I'm not out in the street. She know I'm just getting up, going to work. Getting up, going to work. Getting up.
My auntie didn't care because I pay her away.
Yeah, you know exactly.
Yeah, I'm giving you like $400-$500 a week because I ain't coming back.
Because guess what? When she said, "Okay, what's up? Can you pay that mortgage? I can pay it.
Jet.
I can pay it.
Gone.
Look, I can pay it. Look, I can pay it.
I just flew out of here, auntie.
But what I really appreciated is over the years, even though I went from 1 baby to 4 babies, she could have stopped at 1. She could have just said,
"Oh, you think I'm something to play with? You just gonna
exactly." Baby. She could have just said, "I only signed up to be grandma for 1 baby." Never.
Bring them.
Never.
Bring them.
Every month, she goes shopping for all the kids. She got my 4 kids. Mel only got 1 son.
Yeah.
That's it. She go shopping for all 5 of the grandkids. Fill the bags up. Drop them off on the doorstep. Clothes, shoes, toys. Every month.
We sell some flowers.
She ain't never questioned nothing. She ain't never said.
She don't care.
She ain't never said, "Oh, so you pregnant again?" She ain't never said, "Oh, what?" Nothing.
Well, we all know you to be a good mom, a stand-up mom, a great makeup artist. Even though people try to get in your business about your baby daddy who passed away. I'm sorry that happened to you. But that's a big deal because I can remember him. I'm not gonna say his name.
He was a big deal.
How you get all that money?
Kenny was a big deal. Look, Kenny was a big deal.
How can he get all that money? That man, I literally seen this guy spend by himself. He ain't no athlete.
Look, I'm gonna pour me a shot while we talk about this. Right?
Okay. But I've seen that with my own eyes. I seen him spend that type of money. No security, no nothing with him. Yeah, like, dude, who are you? Why would you do that? And he was just having a good time. I was like, wow, this is crazy. I've seen him be very, very nice to a lot of people. I ain't never seen him be nasty to me. And I know he's gone. But if the man was walking to me right now, I wouldn't know him from the campaign. And I'm that way with dancers too. They be like, you don't know old girl, she just sit right by you. I ain't never seen her. They be like, she sit by you for a whole year. But y'all sit right with each other, do a girl makeup.
No.
I ain't never seen her. I wouldn't know Kenny from a can of paint.
Listen. So
how did you meet Kenny?
Right. So listen.
Because I know I had seen him.
We all had our turn at DOA, right?
Okay.
So I only got to work at DOA a couple times.
I only got to work at DOA because I used to be getting fired.
That's what I'm saying. I only got to work there a couple times because
was you fired from somewhere else?
No, I got fired from DOA. Listen. Okay, cool. One night, P and M came in there and spent about $30,000.
Pierre?
Okay. He came in there and spent about $30,000, and they tried to put me out of pile. And I was just
explaining. Wait, explain what getting put out of pile mean.
They tried to say I wasn't in the pile. They don't know. Oh, it's only 5 of us. It's 6. It's only $5. So I made that call. After, at the end of the night.
So dancing done went on all night.
So we done danced all night. You done
3
seen me
hours.
dancing here all night.
6 of us. But these 5 have secretly been saying,
Oh, we gonna say she not in the past. Oh, but baby, I made that call.
Okay. Okay. So they didn't know you knew him. Cool.
So I made that call.
So you called, I know P.
Exactly. So you
And
know
P gonna stand on business.
Hey, and you know he gonna say, and
What?
she in the pal.
Okay.
And,
Cool.
if she not in the pal, then
Y'all
y'all
ain't
not in the
getting
pal. And if she not in the pal, then y'all not in
Y'all
the
ain't
pal.
either.
What you
Okay.
mean? So I ended up getting into it with Angie's husband that night. He called me a bitch.
Okay.
I told them that I will get my peoples up here to light this bitch up
I'm trying
so
to think what's out
nasty.
there. Okay.
So I said, I'll get my peoples up here to light this bitch up so nasty. I got fired.
But
Right.
of course, Matt said she would have to pull a shot up.
Because I don't even, what? Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But this was getting kicked out of Pals either.
but so I already was working at Follies during the time. And I was kind of one of the Follies girls because when I started working at Follies, it was maybe 3 black girls.
But wait, you know Follies is sex is sold in
So,
Follies.
right. So listen, so when I got there, it was nothing but, like I said, it was nothing but white girls and Mexicans, just different
Selling
cultures
pussy.
of girls
Selling pussy.
behind them beads.
Selling pussy.
Behind the beads. You gotta put
You gotta
behind
walk
the
behind the
beads.
beaded curtain. Yes, sir.
You got
I see them going in and out now. I know what's happening.
you gotta walk behind them beads and
Yeah.
it goes down.
I know.
But when I got there, back then when I used to work there, you literally had to get somebody to take you up there.
To get the job.
You had to take a reliable customer with you up there. So I went with my little African friends from Strokers. Because
Okay.
meanwhile, I'm fired from Strokers.
Being fired is amazing. Bitch, you know I'm part of inventing being able to pay to come back to work.
So, but you know, Strokers never did pay to get back to work.
So pinups did that to me. And the white guy, Rod, used to own it. And I said, Rod, I'll pay you to come back to work. He looked at me like, what? You don't got enough money. Like, and I said, I'll give you $1,000. And he looked at me like, what?
Strokers never, because they don't like people to play on their top. You know what I'm saying? They don't like people to be like, oh, I could do what I want to do and I could just pay.
Yeah.
Strokers never play like that or whatever. And I got into an altercation with a girl and they told me I had 30 days in the street.
No,
So that was a thing back in the day. Like they used 30 days in the street because back then
you couldn't work at different clubs. You didn't club
Right.
hop either.
But then back then you had 30 days money put up. You know
That
what I'm saying?
is
And
true.
just mind your business or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I see y'all in 30 days. I came back in 30 days. They said the girl said that she's scared that you gonna jump on her again.
and she don't want you here.
I said, Diane, you gonna do
You done
me?
asked the girl.
No, I asked the manager. I said, you gonna
Oh,
do
I thought you would have, because I would have asked the girl. Bitch, you asked.
No, I said you gonna do me like this. So I told some of my customers at Strokers, and they was like, okay, well, we gonna take you over here to Follies or whatever. Da, da, da. We went over to Follies. I got hired at the time. And like I said, it may have been maybe like 4 or 5 black girls. So I go in there. I start calling my customers though from Strokers
come up
like
there.
I'm at Follies now. Oh, whatever. Da, da, da. They would come up there. They said we ain't got no ones.
Follies don't. Yeah, we don't play that in here.
So I kept telling them or whatever. I said, y'all need to get some ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all need to get some ones. So one night my customer came back. They had 10,000 ones. They said, we got 10,000 ones, Mustang. Whatever. The man said, give me all the, matter of fact, he sent a girl to the back. I guess he had done asked the waitress or something, did they have ones? She told him, yeah. He said, go tell Mustang to put her rain boots on.
He finna get them all.
He said, go tell Mustang to put her rain boots on. Or whatever. I said, I know who that is. So I come out. He said, well, go get one of your homegirls to dance with you. I said, I don't know these hoes.
I don't want nobody dance with me.
I don't know these hoes.
I be just telling nigga, I don't want nobody dance with
But
me.
I genuinely
I
didn't
don't
know
care if I
nobody.
y'all or not. If you like me,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm saying?
want nobody
Like,
dance with me. I want that by myself.
So after that, the girls kept telling the manager, like, we need to get some ones. We need to get some ones. We like, after that, I don't care. Any black girl in Follies will tell you that was the start of Follies getting
Who got the
ones.
ones, Kenny?
No. The gold man.
I don't know.
You
Man,
know the
we
gold
do be
man.
having customers. I don't know
You know
him.
the gold man. He had a party at Onyx one time. He had like a casino party at Onyx one time.
I remember the casino fetish shit in the coin, but I don't
Yeah.
remember him.
But that was that. And so when I was working at Follies for a while, I was working at Follies and I was working at Kamal's. And
this where you met Kenny at Kamal's.
Listen.
Oh, goddamn. He used to come at Kamal's too now. I'm telling you, these girls used to be competing for this man.
Listen.
Buying fur coats, fighting. They were doing everything. They would beat each other out. Listen, this is how I got to know Bank and all of them because the bitch he was dating, the ugly one, had told him that I was going to get him robbed and that it was going to be me and duct tape. And I'm like, what? And little Ricky. Older nigga.
We got to pause.
So finish telling us the story. What happened at Kamal's?
Okay, so boom. I take a little time off work. And you know, Kamal's used to be the Wednesday spot.
Yes.
So no matter where you was working,
you would
show up.
Wednesday.
Exactly. And so I end up working there a little more often between maybe like Kamal's and Follies and stuff or whatever. And I take a week or so off work. I show up at Kamal's one day and the doorbell says, Mustang, where you been? And I was like, I ain't been nowhere. I just been chilling. She said, the lottery man been looking for you. I said, who is the lottery man? She said, the lottery man been looking for you. I said, I don't know who that is, babe. She said, you don't know the man, Kenny? I said, I don't know who that is. So, boom. I leave. I go ask around or whatever. I end up asking my homegirl, Elle. So, apparently to me, I didn't know. I didn't know. A couple weeks before that, me and Elle was out having some drinks before work one night. And a young lady called her and was like, hey, we having a fight party at my house. Come through. And she's like, well, I'm with Mustang. Is it okay if I bring Mustang or whatever? So she's like, yeah. So when we got there, I kind of felt uncomfortable because I didn't know
anybody.
I didn't know nobody there or whatever. So I'm just kind of standing in the kitchen. And the young lady who invited us or whatever, she's like telling her boyfriend, like, oh, look at Mustang. She's so fine. Like, this and the other. And the dude, like, yeah. I'm like, all right. Like, okay. Whatever. Like, okay. Is that and the other? And so that was that. So boom. I literally go to Mel one night. I call Mel one night and say, man, I need my hair done so I can go to work. It's late at night. I end up getting to work at maybe like 12 o'clock. I walk in work. And Kenny sees me. He steps in front of me. He like, finally. And I'm like, yeah, who the fuck are you? I'm like, finally what? And he like, I've been looking for you. He's like, well, how many clubs I got to go to look for you? I'm like, what you mean? He said, I went to Kamal. You wasn't there. He said, I've been at Follies all week. You haven't been here. I'm like, who are you?
Why are you stalking me, man?
Because let me tell you, in all
I
honesty,
don't even fucking know you.
When I first saw him, I thought he was an Ethiopian man.
Okay. You ain't even on my timeline. I definitely don't know
I
you.
thought he was an Ethiopian man. So I'm like, so when I see him the other time, like up close, I'm like, okay, this ain't the same Ethiopian man. So he's like, I've been looking for you. Da, da, da. So we dance and talk and da, da, da. He might have came back for like 20 days straight.
But was he spending the same kind of money that I've seen him spend?
So he would bring a couple of his friends, and then I would grab a couple of my homegirls. Yeah. Like, okay, look, like dance with the homeboys or whatever. And he probably would give me maybe at least between $1,500 to $3,000 a night. And I'm talking about Follies was open 7 days a week.
And he there for 20, 30 days. So what did you think?
So he kept on saying, I just want to take you out. I just want to take you out. I just want to take you out. So I'm like, so I had one of my homegirls with me or whatever. I'm like, this nigga just want some pussy. Like,
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
I'm like, let's get his ass. Like, for real. But when we started like really talking, like talking on the phone and stuff or whatever, like he was real sincere. He kept on asking me that I want to go out, and I would tell him that I knew that he had been in a prior relationship with people that other strippers known. And I'm like, if you're not done with that relationship, don't be trying to pop out with me because I fight.
Yeah. And I ain't playing like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're not done with that over there, don't take me out nowhere. Like we could we could kick it, but don't take me out nowhere because I fight.
Yeah.
So he would hang around. He was like, I promise I'm done. I promise I'm done. Da, 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 this and the other. I ended up looking, y'all getting the exclusive right here because this is what everybody want to know right here. This is a really exclusive.
You know where you go.
Hold on. Let me take this little
That's
shot
you.
right
Let me
fast.
take
Hold
mine,
on.
I want to know. My old ass won't know.
So listen. So me and my homegirl, that I was real cool with, we decided, he was like, well, I want y'all to come cook for me or whatever, this and the other, da, da, da. And this wasn't even like the full, this maybe like 2 weeks in or something or whatever, right? So he ended up getting us this presidential suite.
But of course.
At a hotel. And then, so
Why you don't want to say the name of the hotel?
It was at the Georgian Terrace.
Oh, I love Georgian Terrace.
So we go there, everything all fine and dandy. We have this threesome. But
I've never had one.
But the threesome gets a little uncomfortable because it kind of turns into
a twosome.
Yeah.
With who? You and him.
Oh, whatever. So everything's all fine and dandy still afterwards because in our heads at the time it's like he doing all this just because he wants some pussy or whatever.
Yeah.
So later on down, maybe like I said, he still kept coming. He still keep coming.
After that, he was cool. He was still
everything's all
into
fine.
you.
But I wouldn't go home with him no more. Like no matter what, after work, no matter how much money he came and spend or whatever, and he was kind of confused or whatever. Like,
damn, what'd I do?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was the dick whack? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like you ain't gonna go home with me. And I was just like, I like you. And he was like, because he kept on trying to push some shit like I want to be with you. I want to be with you, whatever. And I'm like, that's not what this started off as. You know what I'm saying? And so he would give me anything. Like I remember I woke up one morning, I told him I wanted to go buy a new car. He was like, well, go up there and ask him how much the down payment would be. They told me it'd be like $5,000. He came and brought me $10,000. Somebody stole the $10,000 from me. I was upset. I'm crying. Da, da, da. He's like, stop. Like, I'm on the way. He's like, I'm on the way to bring you the money
Another
right
10
now.
right now.
Right now. It was nothing. So after a while, I kind of understood, you know what I'm saying, that he was serious or whatever, because he would be on some, whenever I would say, okay, well, I'm going to go to work. He's like, no, you're not. We ended up setting like certain days, every 3 days out the week that we would have date night every week or whatever. We would go play poker and play cards at the cigar bar sometimes or whatever.
So he just basically wanted to spend time with you.
Yeah, or whatever. And we would go out and have a grand time, and then I'd be like, okay, well, I want to go to the strip club because I always wanted to make sure that my friends ate. At the time, I'm still in stripper mind.
I hate that mentality, but I got it.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I'm still in stripper mind at the time.
And them the same bitches that's gonna backdoor you like soon as you.
I'm still in stripper mind, so it's like even if we've been out all night or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's go to Follies to make sure that my bitches at Follies got some money. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been there. Wait for you.
So it's like after we did all that or whatever, matter of fact, I had him buy a trip for one of my friends for her birthday. I was telling him, my friend want to go to Vegas for her birthday or whatever, you know. He was like, all right, well.
What it costs?
How much it costs? How much it costs? Oh, and we want to go to the concert too.
Okay.
All right, well, y'all want to sit in the VIP section? over there, pay for all the shit or whatever. We get to Vegas, the bitch brought a nigga to Vegas.
Has anybody ever like crossed you out for Kenny?
What you mean?
Like talk to him behind your back
Yeah.
or she?
The person I just told you about, like I said, and the girl brought a nigga to Vegas. And so then we got back, everything was all fine and dandy. My birthday was a couple months later. I took the same girl to Jamaica with me. Oh, there. Meanwhile, I got best friends that I got from
Childhood,
middle school, high school, all type of shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we went to Jamaica. When I was in Jamaica, I was sick as hell. And I kept on saying, like, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I kept on saying, I'm sick.
Ain't no sick like that sick.
Oh, I'm like, I'm not gonna take. I said, I ain't taking no test till I get back. Cause you know that mindset. Once you take that test, once you take that test,
dog, you can't do nothing.
you could be fine as hell and then
take that test.
You like,
take
damn,
it.
I'm fat.
Take it. Soon as you take
like,
that test,
after that, you like, I'm fat as fuck.
You just pregnant.
No. So
For
I said, when I get back, I'll take the test.
I've been there before too.
I enjoyed my trip. I did everything or whatever. When I got back or whatever, I even called my best friend off the, like my I called out the plane. I said, meet me at the house because I'm going to take this test.
And bring me a test, bitch.
Let's go.
Yeah.
When I got off the plane, I took the test. Within maybe like 10 days, I was moving to a brand new house.
Because he knew you was pregnant by him.
Yeah, I told him. You know, after I took the test or whatever, I told him or whatever. And he's like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? We gonna need, I had a condo in Buckhead, 2-bedroom condo for me and my daughter. And he's like, well, we need a bigger space than that. Oh, there, but the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Kenny had a whole mansion.
I heard.
You know what I'm saying? He had a whole mansion. So initially, he asked me, did we want to just come
live
to
there,
the mansion or whatever? But I know that he used to live there with somebody else.
I wonder why men think that don't matter. Like, why do they think
I don't
it's
want to
okay
move into nobody else's space.
Nah, not even that. Even if me and you kicking it and I'm out of town or I'm gone. Because for us, we won't do this. But why is it okay that men think you could just fuck a bitch in here and it's straight? A lot of men won't either, but a lot of men will.
See, and I could be all the way honest. The first time that I ever went there or whatever, we fucked like in a guest room, like in a little guest room somewhere. I couldn't even lie to you. The first time I went there, I didn't even know what the rest of the house looked like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was on some shit like we got there or whatever.
Do that,
like,
whatever. You don't know who room you in, what room. Yeah.
I could have been in the kids' room.
Yeah, you don't know.
like, but after we was together for so long or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know everything or whatever. It could have been my house or whatever, but I don't want no house that's been another female house to be my house.
I don't
that's
even
not
want to
my
go.
house.
I don't even want to lay in a bed of another
exactly.
bitch. If you didn't take her to a hotel room, they'll show me what you think about me. I know you can't later.
Yeah.
But I'm saying even during a relationship, if you can't take a bitch to a room, if you ain't got a little side apartment or something, you roll it with a bitch and you doing that and I'm gonna lay here too. No.
Because it was like, yeah, the other woman was gone. And yeah, this and the other. But it's like, this was this lady's space. Women take their space very serious.
Energy is still here.
Very serious. So it was like, my house was kind of the house. And I can't even lie. My house was like this house or whatever, right? And he had this whole mansion. And no matter what, every night Kenny come home. He could have went home to his.
He could have went anywhere.
He could have went anywhere. He matter of fact, he had a presidential suite. He had a condo at the
what? I know you talking about no shit like Atlanta Station.
No,
Intercontinental.
At the Intercontinental.
Okay.
At the Intercontinental, and it was like no matter what, when I was pregnant, he always made sure he came home. Or whatever, and we still would even get into it so bad because Kenny loved the strip club so, you know,
he didn't want even that he was fucking nobody in there. He just liked
it. He loved the excitement. He loved the nightlife. Like he loved the good time or whatever all the time.
It's fun in there.
Like, to the point where I used to have to tell him, "Listen, you're gonna come home and eat dinner."
And then
if you want to go to the strip club, then you take your ass to the motherfucking strip club. Because he might be at day shift. He might be at day shift at Cheetah, day shift at Gold Rush. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, bring your ass home so you can eat dinner. And then he come home eat it. Then he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to Onyx.
Well, go ahead.
And I'm like, well, Bye. You know what I'm saying?
Pregnant as hell.
I didn't give a fuck.
Everybody was so jealous.
I don't know for what.
Because, okay, so the way you felt about Kenny is because Kenny came after you. Just imagine the hundreds of girls that were going after him.
But the thing about it is, like I said, I never know who that man was.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I said, Greek, come up here and slap me right now. The grave, I wouldn't know him.
Babe, I promise you, I never known who that man was until he was my nigga.
Is he even from Atlanta?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Crickets. North side, east side.
Pittsburgh.
Girl, I would know this. Pittsburgh where? Pittsburgh Apartments? Like Canterville, where I grew up? Across the railroad track.
I swear to God.
I can't believe it. So where he get this money from?
He won the lottery.
Okay.
So he used to work at the post office for a long time. So his oldest daughter, baby mama, used to work at the post office with him. His second, hold on, let's get there. Hold on now.
They all worked at the post office.
Right. And then him and his girlfriend, they stopped at the gas station or whatever and bought the ticket. He went and bought the ticket. They won the lottery. So, and
then what he want to do with his lottery winnings is come to the strip club. So he's not a real Atlanta nigga. He in the house Atlanta nigga. Cause all the Atlanta niggas been in the strip club.
But let me tell you something. He never, but even he been in the strip club. Oh, he wasn't in the strip club spending no money.
Okay.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's the thing. He never have claimed to be no street nigga,
club nigga,
nothing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He been to the strip club just like
young nigga from Atlanta.
Them girls in the strip club know him just like another customer. You know what I'm saying? This and other, like. So I'm like, okay, boom. Everything was all fine and dandy. I put Kenny on his first flight. When I got with Kenny, he had never been on an airplane. Millions of dollars. Millions. I'm talking about tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah, he's from Atlanta.
He had never even been on an airplane before.
But all that money he was spending with the ugly one.
He ain't never
was wearing Versace dresses and shit, but then she got OnlyFans.
So then,
I don't care what nobody say about me. I say what I want to say.
No. So listen. So
we don't like each other. When she don't like me, I don't like her. Just because I got a podcast don't mean I'm gonna talk nice about you. You don't like me, I don't like you. So I don't have. I'm doing nice, and I say your name to call you the ugly one. Of course she does. She ugly. The ugly one.
Well, I got a question. I'm sure as you get a guy, you want to know what's the honest part about it? I'm not no liar. I meet niggas in the club. You know how people be like, oh, I meet niggas at Walmart. I meet niggas at the grocery store.
I ain't meeting them. Where they at?
I'm okay with meeting niggas.
Where they at, man?
At work.
Okay.
Because guess what? At work, I know if you got some money.
I know if you like me. I know what type of hoes you do like. Stop playing.
And guess where I spend my most time at?
At work.
At work.
And guess what work is? I'm naked. I'm drinking. I'm smoking. It's the best job on the planet. What other job can you do that in? And it's the best job.
And he not my first boyfriend I had in the club or whatever. I can't even like I don't know a boyfriend that I can name one.
I only had one club boyfriend in my life.
No, I can name one dude over the past 12 years that I didn't meet in the club.
Damn.
What was it like? It changed everything. So the thing about it is, the first man in the club that showed me real money was P. QCP was, it was different.
Brag on it. Because
It was
he from my
different.
city. I love him. And niggas from my city, we're a different breed.
It
You
was
feel what I'm
different.
saying?
When I met, he lied to me and told me he was from Alabama.
He is. Is that what he said?
Listen, and I went along. Look, he said, can you take me? He said, well, y'all got some soul food at? Here go my young ass. And this is it. Look.
Ew. You ain't say
I
bees
wasn't
and
but-
bees.
No,
or
I wasn't but
goddamn
19, 20 years old.
Pascals.
He talking about something. Well, when you gonna take me there?
That's him.
And guess what? Just the same, he came back for me every day. He came back for me every day for week. Sometimes he'll come back in the same clothes. This when he was in the street. You know what I'm saying? He
liked you.
He'll come back for me every day. I used to tell him, I got a girlfriend.
Oh, you did? You used to have a girlfriend.
I
remember her having a red cap.
I said, I got a girlfriend. He was like, man, you tripping. But like, I got a girlfriend. I don't care. And when me and the girl broke up or whatever, I said, oh, you come
now. You done
now.
came with this bitch on the right night. I ain't got nobody.
But even before I didn't have no girlfriend or whatever, he would take me everywhere. He would give me whatever I want, this and the other. And that showed me like,
he was mad at me for a long time because I did some young childish shit. And I'm going to say it because this is my podcast and I want to be famous. I had,
come on.
I had been listening to a whole bunch of girls at work talk about how they treat niggas outside of work, right? And so I had went to spend the night with him. And then I did what they told me to do. Like I got all glistened up and wet and all in the shower.
They told you
my hair and all this shit. And I put my clothes on and left. I didn't do the
girl.
deed.
And what he
didn't do
said?
The deed.
Hold on. And what he said?
He ain't say shit. He ain't fuck with me for years.
No, bitch. I got a better.
I'm gonna tell you how he did me though. He would come in. He would come in the club, and I would know he put like bust these hoes down, like really pay these hoes. And he would pay them and get them all type of good money dancing. And he wouldn't let me dance or nothing. He wouldn't even look my way. He would do some shit like lay me down, make me feel low. Nah, bitch, you ain't come over here. And then one night, out the blue, he was like, hey, BoyToy, you want to dance? And it's like the heavens opened up. Like, I was like, nigga, you know I want to dance. Why you ask me that? And he was like, come on. And we was cool ever since back.
No,
I was like, thank you.
No.
He asked me though, he was like, why did you do that? And I told him the truth. I said, because I was really liking him. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Besides what they said, outside of that, he had messed with some girls I fucked with, but we were a lot alike. And at that time, I was like, I ain't even want to get myself in there because we think too much alike. We're a lot alike. We talk about some personal shit over the phone, and I'm like, this nigga can't help me. He just as fucked up as me.
And even let me say something. Even just now, if you think about it, between me and you, I promise you, don't fuck with a lot of bitches.
A lot.
You don't hear bitches talk about it.
No, because he a good nigga. Listen, that's about
guess
what? Because period, bro.
He handle business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Even with that situation, I ain't told a lot of people don't know that.
No matter what,
the world gonna know now.
No matter niggas fuck up regardless. But a good nigga regardless.
A good nigga.
Let me tell you a funnier story than your story. Let me tell you something. Listen,
bitch, I was cut off for years. That ain't fun.
No, listen. So he said, listen. So we go to. I think we might have went to the Usher concert one night, right? So he owns a suite.
Yes,
at the arena.
I have a sweet story about it too, but you go ahead.
Listen, so when he owns a suite, I want to say he got maybe like 50 tickets, 50 seats to him. So he gives all his bitches.
He invite all his bitches,
and you get an extra ticket, so you can bring one of your friends.
One person,
so you don't be by yourself.
I've been there.
You know what I'm saying?
But he gonna be booed up with the bitch he like the most.
And guess what? And you're gonna mind your business.
Okay.
You're gonna mind your business.
What happened?
You're gonna mind your business.
Okay. I went to one. A fight broke out. So I was almost part of it.
So boom.
I ain't mind my business.
I go to the concert right night. This early on when I done met or whatever. So I'm 20.
You feeling yourself.
I'm 20.
You feeling yourself.
You know how
I was feeling myself when I went to.
Listen, so boom. He say, I overhear them saying, oh, come on, it's Sunday. They say we finna go to Strokers.
You ain't at work though.
And at Strokers, you're not allowed in unless you're 21.
At a certain time?
No, unless you're 21.
Oh, you couldn't even go in?
Unless you working. So he tell me, he like, babe, we finna go to Strokers.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. I'm like, I get there fast.
Damn, Mac, you was young as fuck.
I get there fast.
You
Quick.
young like Kitty Shine, huh? Y'all bitches.
Let me tell you something. I get there fast, quick, hurry.
They asking you get in.
No, I signed in.
Then work. Oh, you a smart bitch. High five.
Look, no.
Oh, wait a minute.
That was the failure.
I knew something about that.
Listen, I signed in to work. He get there. He like, what are you doing? I'm like, he like,
Bitch.
so he kind of quiet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We go off in the corner by the pool table or whatever. He like, he say, go get 4 of your friends. I said, okay. I go get Kitty, Camille, Christina, another. I go get my bitches. I'm like
he'll do it.
Listen,
He'll do it. He'll do it.
listen, babe. They came and brought them little wristband thing. He said, no, not her.
Not you.
I said,
What happened?
I said, what happened? He turned around like he don't hear me talking. Or whatever. So I got 4 of my homegirls. He got like $10,000.
Oh. Bitch, that make my stomach hurt right now.
He started throwing the money. Y'all, I cannot lie to you. I started crying.
I would have
started crying.
I would have gotten a fight.
Boy, I was crying.
I would have gotten a fight with them. Oh, y'all gotta give me some money.
I was crying. Let me tell you,
I'm about to cry now.
listen, you know, look, Elo said stop.
Elo, my baby.
You know I ain't
Elo
lying.
is my baby.
You know I ain't lying.
Elo is my baby.
Said, stop.
Don't cry.
I said, what? Why would he do this to me? Why would he do this to me?
Nah, he got me that bad. I ain't got that
But
bad.
y'all don't want to say this out. So the flower lady walk around.
He did.
The flower lady walk around,
he did.
right? He tell the flower lady, hey, give my baby
All of them.
give my baby all the flowers. I'm standing there like a dumbass with it.
He didn't give you no money when he left for nothing.
Yeah, he gave me some money.
Okay.
He gave me something. He told me, he said, don't you ever play no bush like that with me again. If I tell you not to
Don't go to work. Don't go. Listen, learn, motherfucker.
That was his thing. If
What?
I tell you don't go to work, don't go to work. But at the time, he don't understand that I'm lying about my age.
Oh.
And it wasn't even necessarily that I was lying. It wasn't necessarily that I was lying. I just had never told him.
Told him your age.
Exactly. Or whatever. I had never said I was, I wasn't underage and no shit like that or whatever. I just had never told him that I was
How old I was.
21. I'm 20 and he thinking I'm over 21.
He
or
ain't getting
whatever.
how old you is.
Right. Or whatever.
Okay.
So after that, he's like, and I'm telling you, don't play with me like that. I'm like, I'm sitting there crying.
And I would have told all of them, y'all all owe me $1,000.
Look,
they would have had to give me $1,000 and we would have got to fighting.
I'm telling it's bad. And then with when I was talking to the female, I decided I was gonna stop talking to the female. Let me tell you something. Had to move me to my new apartment one time. He in the bed. No, so you gotta listen to this.
I said, I remember the girl.
Listen.
I said, remember her wearing the red hat.
Listen, he had to move me to my apartment, right? So The girl was like, "Oh, well, fuck you. You fucking." They said you fucking with that nigga. But this is what not nobody.
Yeah. He always had money though.
You know what I'm
like,
saying? But
you
this,
know what I'm saying?
but this just street nigga or whatever. So like, she like, oh yeah, they said you fucking with that nigga, whatever. Me and in the bed. Meanwhile, don't get it mistaken. He used to have a key to every bitch house.
Okay.
That he pay rent at.
That's how they do it. And that's why I never fuck with no nigga that pay my rent.
Every female that who house he pay rent at.
He had tell me he was gonna do that. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna have a key." I said, "Oh no, I just stuff it out, pay my own rent."
He used to have a keychain
with everybody key on it. This the same nigga got a suite with all the holes in it. I've been to the suite. Okay. Before.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Let's just be clear.
Like I said, a keychain. Ching, ching, ching.
He had the Midas touch way before then. About 50.
At least. And whether they was young or old, baby, they was on there. Because
you see how many people at the concert? Them hit bitches. I got invited. I was getting initiated. He think I was just as crazy as we was in phone conversations, but I was.
Let me tell you something. He
never stopped fucking with me though on a fuck with you type level.
Cause he fuck with
like
you.
I fuck with you. He never stopped.
Let me tell you something. After me and Kenny broke up. Oh, this not before he passed away. Wait a minute. He ain't let me come to them parties. Let's back it up. So when I got pregnant, right? So you know I ain't in the club no more.
Okay.
But he's still going out.
Right.
In the club. So he hit me up. He say, "Where the fuck you at?"
Cute.
Yeah. He said, "Where the fuck you at?" I said, "I'm at home." What's it? These hoes in the club said you
They done told it. They done told on your ass. Oh, you think that hoe out there? That hoe at home pregnant now. Trying to hide side on P by that nigga who hit the lottery. I would have told that again.
By that nigga who hit the lottery. Oh, you think?
I would have told you too, Paul Dan.
Look, he's for real? Oh, for real? Look at what he told me. Guess what he told me? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a.
Where you at?
He gonna say, I don't give a fuck. I got no. Check this out. He said, I don't give a fuck, and check the dates on this. I don't give a fuck. I got a bitch right now who pregnant.
You got baby saying, hey.
I said, okay. Well. So while I was pregnant, he had to hit me up. Can you please come let me see you or whatever? Baby, I went up to that studio. I took my sister with me. I'm up at that studio, big and pretty. Like, he's like, oh, I miss you. So I'm like, I kept looking around. But it was so many niggas around. I said, I got to go.
He's trying to get you caught up.
But what was wild is because when his son is a few days older, maybe like a week or so older than my son or whatever. So he called me when his baby mama was in labor. And I'm like, why are you calling? Why are you calling? He like, I'm the baby finna be here. The baby finna be here. I promise you, and I kid you not, I dare somebody to go against me. I seen the baby come out the vagina.
You are lying. I know you telling a motherfucking lie.
Wait, he had you on
mad.
Yes.
Mad.
Wait, time out.
See, this why I don't want no husband. I don't want no husband. Time out for real. I don't want no husband, bro.
We supposed to be on on some friend shit.
Don't be no friend showing no bitch my pussy with my baby coming out. I don't give a fuck who type of friend you think this bitch is for you. Don't do that.
So wait, he had you in AirPods.
AirPods wasn't out there.
And headphones. Okay.
Nope, no headphones.
Like you out a lot, but you get quiet
Because ain't nothing to talk about, but
and you watch the girl.
his son and my son is maybe a couple months apart. Because that's the whole thing. When we was talking, I got pregnant by my baby daddy. So then he's like, I can't believe you got pregnant on me or whatever, doing this and the other.
But y'all didn't
But
hear
guess
me.
what? I got a baby on the way anyway.
Howard is his name.
What was his mindset?
I don't.
What was the point?
Cause they be at my funeral. Let the doves out.
So
Hey.
this woman today, know that you seen her.
Probably not.
Oh, okay, so she,
I mean, she probably off living her best life.
but
Had a couple more kids, a few quadruple more kids since then. So
and you didn't see all of them before.
no.
It's only fair you do.
No.
It's only fair you do.
I should.
Bitch, he ought to send you to school to be a midwife. He got the money.
And don't get hold on, and don't get it mistaken. I am a certified doula. So don't get it mistaken. So if y'all want me to help deliver y'all babies, let's
Call
go.
Mac Mustang.
Let's go.
She deliver babies.
What are you talking
too.
about?
Have makeup done.
Exactly.
Y'all don't like to be beat when y'all have baby, right?
And I will help deliver your baby
And beat
at
your
house.
face.
Like, oh, okay, the baby coming out in good time.
You watched it.
I was still full blown pregnant myself.
Let me say something. That just show you that you can't trust. Don't
Niggas
trust
ain't
no
shit.
nigga, yo. Hey,
Don't trust no nigga,
yo. Niggas is fucked up. I love you.
And a nigga, and I love him to death,
We
but
both do. It's a story to be told. It ain't for us. It's for the younger generation. Because we have daughters. I got two. And we just want y'all to know.
I could pull up.
Take y'all.
Let me tell you something.
Take y'all daughter to these men first and let them certify y'all enough to be with them.
I could pull up pictures with Shariah and Journey right now when they was babies. Like that. That's how long I was talking. That's how like this.
But he actually let you see his baby mama had a baby. You couldn't have called nobody else.
I guess I was his best friend.
You see, she just said, bitch, I done slapped the mic. Bitch, you feel me? Like if that's why nigga don't want to be married. Because if a nigga was married, nigga, I'm taking half. Why don't I deserve half if you did that to me? Let a nigga be laid up and they got to cut his dick open for the baby to come
And
out.
I'm on the phone with my nigga.
And you on the phone with your side
nigga, look at this
So
shit
they
right
be like,
here.
Hey, yeah, for my junior. You see that motherfucker right now? That motherfucker right now, that me right now. Right, hey, your ass is done.
No.
And nigga is broke up with you. You going to court. You ain't even got no house to live in after that. But it's all right to do it to us. Hey, man. Hey, big up the
I don't know that lady, but you went
go.
real good.
Did you let your nigga call his other bitch and show her your pussy with the baby coming out?
What happened?
Cause that's only fair.
So my baby daddy was in the room with me at all times. No matter which baby daddy, my baby daddy was
Put
in
your
the room.
phone down.
No.
If I was you, I wouldn't trust no nigga with no phone in there with me.
He ain't got my baby daddy. He ain't tried to record me, but he was there.
But what if
he
he had to
didn't
put his phone up? You wouldn't have thought
For
about
what?
the situation.
It ain't no nigga. Hold on, listen.
Ain't no nigga in the world that would do that. That's what you finna say.
It ain't too many niggas, and I won't even say no nigga, but it ain't too many niggas in the world that want to record a baby coming out of
the
a
pussy.
vagina.
'Cause I seen it one time
It's
and it did
different.
enough for me.
Like I said, I'm a doula. It ain't too
I'm a
many.
doula obligata. Because I wasn't trying to see it. And I was there. And the man said, I know you gonna have another baby. I can tell by them boots you got on. And then I had another baby 13 years later. Bitch, who? Okay, so Mac, you told a whole bunch. I thought I was gonna tell a bunch of my business tonight because I did a little interview before you. Let's be good, but I didn't tell as much as my business.
We can tell some more.
I got some more to tell too, but I would love for you to come back
I would love to
because
come
it's
back.
gonna be exclusive. A lot of stuff you said tonight, I didn't know.
And they didn't know, and they didn't know either.
It's different when you hear it from the horse's mouth, and
They think they know
the way
everything.
you name drop was like It was classy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like both. I don't want to use no big words because I've been drinking, but it was just real. On some real chill shit.
Because they still respect it regardless.
Okay, cool. So with that being said, I have to have you to come back. I would love for you to come back. This is not my platform. This is the platform for us. So anything that you feel like you want to talk about on this platform, this is your platform just as well as mine.
And I can't wait.
I would love to have you come back anytime you want.
And you know we got plenty more to tell.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap that up. That was it. This is my interview with Mac Mustang, and she promised to come back for more on Stripclub Conversations. Whenever you want to, like right now, some stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to ask you about mobile, having a mobile makeup business. Like, would you be open a makeup and hair? True. Would you be open to that? I want to talk more about food, cheerleading. I would love to talk more about food because I be gardening and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just like it ain't even got to be about this type of shit. I never knew your mom had that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what touch on. But that's the best. That's the more that we talk, right. 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 But it's a lot of girls that done went through struggle. I never lost a baby. So that's something to talk about in itself. Feel me? Because it's young people that lose people all the time. We don't know what that's like. People that lose 35. Yeah. Yep. They start hoarding. I watch hoarding. So not to hard to compare to somebody else. True. And when somebody that went 30, 40 years with their mom and now she's gone. But it doesn't take nothing away from them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because that's still your mom. It's just the loss is a little greater in that area. It's like you have to come to terms with it. But the difference is they able to fend for themselves where you weren't. And I think that's where it's different for me or whatever. A lot of times people might be like, oh, I was like the overprotective. I'm not overprotective. As far as who they be with, yeah. So like my 2-year-old know how to cook oatmeal. Oh yeah. You they self-sufficient. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I make sure that in my head I'm always thinking about what I need them to know what to I need my older girls to know how to if something happened to me, you don't leave